Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. We're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. Um, I don't know what's going. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world today, right? Yeah. And so I pulled a card from the archetype, and we got the fault line for the Divine Masculines. The fault line, a crack, a fissure, something going on that needs to be looked at, observed, and watched. It's good to keep a positive attitude about everything, but there's something that needs to be observed. I'm going to read it. The fault line, the fissure, the crack, the weak link. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes, no matter how optimistic and brave you might be. Panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. We've all been there. We've all felt that fear that our life was changing, the world was changing around us, and there wasn't anything or nothing we can do about it, right? We have to adapt, roll with the flow, you know, keep our eyes open, be optimistic, but do what we need to do to make sure that the future is going to be tended to, right? Um, adding some safety nets. It's likely this cracking open is overdue. As fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures, this card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. A foundational shift. This could be, this is a collective reading for everyone. But this could be talking about the, how we feel today, how we're governing ourselves, what we want from life. Are we capable of getting what we want from life? Of course we are. But we have to change ourselves sometimes. We have to prepare ourselves, develop into the things that we want to receive. We've got to be developed in order to receive those things. So that means sometimes we crack open and we got to shed old perceptions, old feelings, old imaginings, we just got to shed. Is it easy? No. But, when the time comes and it's time to change, you can't fight that. You have to change. You have to go with the flow. You got to move forward continuously, no matter what. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There's no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. So you gotta let the old fall and die. And then you rise back up like the phoenix, the new person that you can see yourself as you want to be. Because I'm taking this as personal. This is archetype. This is change that's coming, and you feel the change coming, but you don't know if you're going to be able to do the change. Don't worry, it'll come naturally. Let it come. Let it come. It is possible that something a loved one said caused a crack in your relationship that has never been mended. Revisit it. The time to heal is nigh. If this is about a personal relationship and somebody has hurt you, which I know what that's all about. I've been there and done that, had it so many times. Um, we have to go back and visit those emotions. The moon is in Cancer today, mother emotions. You're being asked to mother yourself, to love yourself, to go back to what was said or how it got said, and to work around it and change the perception of it. Use it as energy to inspire and empower yourself. Um, I could give an example, such as me. The minute somebody, wants to think something about me and it's not true, I'm not going to prove to them that it's not true, but I'm going to see and prove it to myself. I check myself constantly. As humans, we need to really check ourselves and see what we're doing, focus on our actions, how people react to them, how it makes you feel after. The feelings are very important. That's where the nervousness and anxiety comes from. You're not recognizing your feelings. Those are living energies, living elementals. And if you don't respect and honor how they are feeling, then they'll never leave. They're just going to keep on bringing that feeling to you. It's not hard. It doesn't take long. A minute to honor what you're feeling and honor why you're feeling it. What you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Why am I feeling a fault line? Why do I feel like I'm about to crack open? Why am I walking on eggshells? Why do I feel like the whole world is falling apart? Let it fall. Let it crack. Go in and crack it open yourself. Don't wait for it. The sooner the better, right? The sooner the better. Okay, I don't know how much time I have on this silly little phone, so we're going to move on through this. We're focusing on the fault line. Let's roll some dice. The moon is in Cancer today. The sun is in Leo. And again, we have fire and water. So we're talking about creation. And when we heal ourselves, we are creating. We're creating a new us, a better and new us, right? So it's a wonderful day to go back and look over things. We got Sagittarius and Venus and 4 to build that foundation. Yeah, this is celebration here. Venus and Sagittarius and 4. The 4 of fire is actually Venus and Aries, but it doesn't matter. What it's talking is fire and water, Cancer and Leo. This is a wonderful time to go in and work on the issues, any kind of fault lines that you have, and work them out. There are days I go within and I don't come out. There's a couple days sometimes that I have to work on things, my feelings, my emotions. I have to sort through them. If you don't, they will cause a fault line. You will get anxiety. You will feel frustrated. You will feel like the world is against you. But it's only you against you by not recognizing who you are and how you're feeling. Here's a kiss, a purple one. Be gentle with yourself. This light purple color represents gentle and sensitivity and allow your emotions to flow. Love yourself, love your feelings. It's what makes you alive, and your feelings what makes it possible for you to change and experience new experiences in your life that you choose to experience. The purple kiss, that's straight from God, from the mother of creation. Blue, speak your truth. There's luck in talking. When you speak and talk, even if you're only talking to yourself, it helps to sort things out. Speak out loud. Talk to the air. Talk to the water. Talk to the tree. Talk to the river. Talk to your hand. Talk. Allow those emotions to be released so that you can recognize them, feel them, honor them, release them. There's good luck in that. It gives you more space to have better feelings and emotions within you. I can never go over that enough. And look, I went in 2 years of solitude to release emotions from over 60 years at that time of abuse, trauma, drama. It took me 2 years to heal. I sat in my room and I healed. Nobody saw me because only I can do it myself. The pearl is within you. The healing is there. When you get through the emotions that hurt and bring pain and tears and frustration, after that comes joy. Not every day. We have to work continuously to be healed and be full of joy, but it is possible. Okay, guys, let's look and see where the fissure, the crack is. Let's ask, is it in the air? Is it in the water? Is it in the physical body? It's in balance. It's about balancing. And unfortunately, I got this card there. Self-sacrificing, martyring oneself. You know, that's what this is about. Oh, well, if nobody else will do it, I guess I will. This is what I have to do. I have no choice. I will just, take what comes. There's no hope for me. That's this guy. That has to be balanced out. I'm unworthy. That's what this guy thinks. He thinks if he takes everything and all the pain and all the blame and all the, if he dies for you, then, that's good enough for him. Even if, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, you don't want to be a martyr. You got to get balance. You got to find the balance. You offer yourself to yourself. You belong to you. You don't want to play with your mind. You don't want to bring bad thoughts into your mind or your heart. You want to love yourself kindly. You want to offer yourself your own cup. Now, I don't know what's going on here, but you want to offer yourself your own cup of love. You're all you got. You're all you have. You're never going to own anybody. You're never going to, even in a marriage or a relationship, really, when it comes right down to it, you are all you got. And if you don't respect and love yourself and honor yourself, and balance yourself out, bring your divine masculine and your divine feminine and heal them, healing, then you will be miserable because you've got energies within you that you haven't honored. You haven't honored the pain. You haven't honored the experience, meaning give an emotion, allow the emotion to come out. Be mad if you need to be mad. Stomp around if you need to stomp around. Go to the woods and talk to the trees where you can scream, cry, and holler, and only God knows. Do what you gotta do to release any kind of tension or pressure that you feel could be holding you back and making you feel as if you have to take it. Because you don't have to take it. The only thing you have to take is you and yourself and how you feel. You take that everywhere you go. And that's why it is so important to release those things, those feelings, those old past emotions, and work to build yourself back from the ground up. Allow them to be gone, feel them, and then start all over again. Break, crack, cry. Do what you have to do. But love yourself. Do not martyr yourself. Learn to love yourself. Why do you love yourself? Well, first off, you love yourself because you're a creature that's here on this earth. And life can be long if you hate yourself. And you got to live with yourself if you don't love yourself. Life can be long. Everybody's got something inside of them to love. Everybody. Everybody. You can love your strength. You can love your courage. I love me a lot because I feel like I'm kind and gentle and patient with people. I'm kind and gentle and patient with myself. Yeah. I can only be, I can only give to you what I give to myself. And that's just all it is. That's the way it is. If you don't have it in you, you can't give it, right? So I fortify myself a lot with love. How do I love myself? Well, I try to eat well, and I also try to get what I like to eat. So I eat well. I have my avocados, my tomatoes, my onions, my salad, my broccoli. I eat all my good stuff, but I also love cake, and so I moderate myself at this point to have cake only in the evenings. It's you know, we've got to we want to live our life and eat our cake too, right? So I moderate by making sure I exercise and, do the right thing for the right reasons for my body because I love it. But my emotions love cake, my tooth, my sweet tooth. So I have to be careful about how much cake I eat and when I eat it and make sure I don't do it before I have my nutritious stuff. So it's all about moderating, arranging a life to have the things that you want, but know that the balance of it all is so important to balance one's life, to cut it into segments and, you do this for so much a time, then you do this for so much a time, you do this for so much a time. It helps the day pass and the things that are in the day, right? The emotions and thoughts that come up through the day, working with them, trying to regulate ourselves and keep our mind on what we need to keep our mind on and not let those other thoughts come in. But those other thoughts might be important. They might they might want time. If they're intrusive thoughts and they come a lot, you might want to give them the time to have their say, their feelings, their emotions, and then allow them to go away. And that's how we heal ourselves. We make space within for love, peace, joy. And, it is a job, but it's a job that you work on yourself. It's called self-development. And it's a very, very important and thoughtful job. You put thought into yourself. You don't allow your thoughts to be carried away to other people or other things. It's focusing on yourself, and it is a form of meditation. And you're perfect as is. You just have energies within that need to be expressed or looked at. They're literally ghosts, feelings, a living thing. Emotions are alive. Emotions are very important. And if we have a fault line and we're not trying to look at where we're at in life or exploring the things that want to be explored within our own body, because it is its own life and the water is its own life. We need to bring all of our fire, water, earth, and air into balance. If the air is out of balance and there's all these crazy thoughts going on, there's a storm throughout the body because it's the mind that's over the matter. So if your mind is losing it or your heart is losing it, your whole body is going to be affected with pain and degradation and it'll eventually turn into a swamp of hate, retribution, vengeance. It'll get darker and darker and darker. And it is very important. This is a good message to take action and burn them up. This is why we want to light our chakras up. We become capable of burning these things out of us, actually, as well as expressing ourselves, which is so important. Even if you only do it to the trees or to the air. I talk to God all the time, especially when I'm at a place of anxiety and stress and things are changing and I don't know what to do. I actually speak aloud to the air, and I know God hears me. And so I get the synchronicities of it all the time. So these are just a few ways to relieve that stress, to help that fault line to break open, allow it. It's like this is going to be ugly, guys, but it's like having a boil. It's really going to hurt. There's nothing you can do about it. But when you pop that boil or it pops on its own and you release that toxicity out of your body, there's a relief. And it's the same thing for emotions that get pent up inside of us. That toxicity is going to hurt your bones, or that toxicity is going to hurt your heart. That toxicity is going to make something sore because it's going to go somewhere inside of you. If you don't relieve it and release it outside to the world. Love. It's all about learning to love yourself as you are, right where you're friggin' at. I learned that. I learned that in my 2 years of seclusion in this room. I had to love myself right where I was at. Even the crying mess that I was, shaky on my feet. The whole world had been pulled out from underneath me. I no longer was, I was no longer that girl, Connie, that, was a part of somebody else's life. No longer, and I had to reframe and restructure my whole idea of what life is or would be or what I was and could be. It took time. I was blessed to have that time. I praise God for the times that I got in my room to heal. And I thank all those who helped me too, including Scott. I appreciate it for giving me that time and leaving me alone. And I have turned out, and that girl died. That woman who used to be Connie 3 years ago, she's dead. My perceptions, my knowledge, my wisdom, my whole life is different. I see everything different. I see it in a better way. It was a fault line that I had. And on the other side of that fault line, after all the toxicity is expelled and now I am on the road towards healing, I'm not always healed. I'm not all the way healed. I'll never be all the way healed through the pain that I went through. But I want to heal. I want to be okay. And that right there is the energy that propels one forward. If you want to heal, if you want to be okay, then, and you love yourself and think you're worthy, you got to know you're worthy of it. If you don't feel worthy of being okay, you're not going to be okay. And we all are worthy of being okay. We're all here as spiritual creatures in a living body to have experiences, to rise us up to different levels in our spirituality. And when we go, we take the memories with us, right? Because we see everything we've ever did in our life before we leave this body. That is the soul. That's its excellent. Okay. Yeah, you all have a choice of what memories you take with you. Are you going to take memories of where you did your best and did the right thing for the right reasons? Are you going to take memories of chaos and fault lines and, not even trying? You're not going to be very happy in the afterlife with that. And there is an afterlife. Everybody thinks, well, we're going to die. I don't give a shit. That's not true. You will take everything you have ever done will flash before your eyes as your soul leaves your body. And that's what you have to hold on to until you come back into your next life. Before you leave, you want to learn to love yourself. Before you leave, you want to learn to do your best for yourself that you can do. I'm not talking about greed. I'm talking about honoring your body, honoring your mind, honoring your personage by developing into something that you can love. Yeah, creating yourself into something you can love. Whether you believe in God or not. Once you love yourself, you're blessed. You become your own individual spiritual creator. Because everything is all based around love. One more card. And we all have a choice whether we want to love ourselves or whether we're going to martyr ourselves. We can love ourselves or we can martyr ourselves. Love is the way. You don't want to take those memories with you into your next life. And you will take them. And so I love you guys. I'm going to let it go with this. King of Fire, burn them up. You are in control. You are a leader. You have to lead yourself to where you want to be before you can lead others, right? You have to lead yourself. The King of Fire, the Lion, Leo season. Happy birthday, Leo. Stand up and fight for what you believe is right for yourself. Do the right thing for the right reasons for you. And with that being said, I love you guys. Big kiss to you. Mama loves you. Be gentle with yourselves. Love yourselves. Have mercy and compassion on yourselves. You know, be soft, gentle. And then you'll find you can be soft and gentle with others as well. I love you. God bless you. And never give up. Never give up on yourself. Make good memories to take with you into the next life. Start doing something you've always dreamed of that you wanted to do so that you take that with you over there and you have things to work on. It'll keep you busy until you come back. Love you. Bye-bye. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.